About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5. Prescott to throw it. This pass completes a Pollard on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. The slot man in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. On the move past the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Stiff armed him. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 80 yards on the ground here for Pollard. This is a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action here on first down. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll run left with Pollard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now Dak, he wants to change the play. Prescott on 1st down. He finds his man, Pollard. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with career touchdown number 70. And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And here's motion. And that's going to be 2 in a row.
Totally a penalty. Let's go now.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
On play action, they'll throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Third down and 13. They'll set up to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Trayvon Diggs, usually known for interceptions. Here he gets a sack. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now, start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Here's the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think he just made the punter a little bit jealous there. There was some serious hang time on that ball deep downfield, and while it didn't connect, it certainly sent a message, didn't it?
That's dumped off to Pollard. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved.
Here we go.
They'll throw now on the final play. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he is going to have the Lions first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense. Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. That's picked up by the Cowboys. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5. First and goal at the 4-yard line. In a defensive-minded coach. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Back to throw here. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. Back to throw. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter. Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy. They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And quickly they get to the line.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
2nd and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut, and he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Well, that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. They'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple, and that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
They toss it down to Pollard.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd down, Pollard again.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
A give to Pollard, running left.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Let's win.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Throwing. Prescott. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
They're going to look to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by DeMarvion Overshown.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Rolling to his left.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
2nd down, Prescott.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Prescott to throw it.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they're going to speed things up here. Prescott yet again. Shakes off the sack.
That's to the sideline and incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Well, 153 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now, and this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. Touchdown! Tony Pollard, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Oh, and now some trickery. They fake the spike. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Second and a couple.
They'll pitch this out to Pollard. Oh, what a move. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Throwing here, Prescott. This pass complete to Pollard on the out route. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Pollard going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. Well, let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the 5.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. But a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing.
Yeah. First off, my name Tobe, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that